Well, we've had a beautiful day for a wedding today. Wouldn't everybody agree with that? And the bride is stunning, to say the least. Well, let me tell you, her mother and I would like to welcome everyone here and tell you how much we appreciate you being here to help us celebrate this evening. I want to make a special, especially to those that traveled a long distance today, because we had people come from Maui, and you know. That just is very special. I know it means the world to Gary and Ashley that you guys came today. So thank you for that. I'd like to take a few minutes to tell you a few things about Ashley and speak a little bit about Ashley and Gary, if I could. I got a little spiral notebook here. I got about 20 pages. This is not going to take too long. Okay. Okay. Okay, I just got the look from Gary, so we're going to do a summary of that and get her down to about 5 pages, okay? Okay, well, what I'd like to tell you is the day that Ashley was born, I was smitten with her, and I fell in love with her immediately. Some of my fondest memories with Ashley as she was growing up, that I'll never forget are those times she just sat in my lap in the chair, and our butterfly kisses, and those times that she danced on my feet, and pretty good dancer too, by the way, if I must say so myself, thanks to me. But those times will always be special to me, and now that I look at her all radiant and everything in this dress, I realize that, Ashley and I, we've always had a real close relationship. She's always been, we call it Daddy's girl. And I don't think that's going to change today at all. So today, I look at her as a grown woman, and I'm extremely proud of the loving, caring woman, strong-willed woman that she's grown up to be. Amen, Gary. But you know, it is a jewel thing. But you know what I'm probably proudest of is the mother she's become. Ashley for a long time was a single mom, and her focus during that time was mostly on was really on raising her daughter. So her mom and I, we did a lot of praying that hopefully the good Lord would send her a strong man that could stand toe-to-toe with her and give her the love that she so desperately deserved. You know, the bonus to that was that we wanted someone that would also love her daughter as much as he loved her. So along comes this guy named Gary Collins. And I didn't know much about Gary at the time, but his friends all told me he was a great guy. He's a great guy. Gary's a great guy. Okay, so I thought, well, it's time I get to know this guy, so I'm going to invite him down the Low Country for the weekend. It's just going to be he and I, and we're going to go down, and I guess you could call it an interview. I'm not sure what Gary called it. But I think Ashley and Mandy were pretty nervous about this meeting, that I was going to say or do something that could possibly run this guy off. Well, I got to tell you, Gary helped me out because he's the one that made the icebreaker at the first, because he ran my boat up on a sandbar before we ever got out of the cove. But it didn't take too long for he and I to find some common ground, and we got down to business. And we started talking about the things that were important to us, our faith and our families. And I made sure that Gary understood that family is probably the most important thing to me. that we not only worked together and spent time together at work, but we actually enjoyed each other's company outside of work. And that was important to us, that we continue that. But even more so, poor Gary, he had to understand that my daughter came as a package deal. Okay? That meant that I'm in the mix. Okay? So, you know, the best thing about that is I realized pretty quick that Gary had been also smitten by the same woman that I had been, and he was also passionately in love with my daughter Ashley. The bonus here was not only was he smitten with my daughter, but he was willing to extend that same love to my granddaughter Hallie, and accept the responsibility and the role that it would take to be her father figure in her life. I got to tell you, that sealed the deal for me and her mother. And for that, Gary, I'll never be able to tell you how much I appreciate that. That is extremely special. You know the flip side of that coin on that package deal? I got my first grandson today. Where's Grady Collins? That's my man right there. I told him not long ago when we were out at the Low Country, we were kayaking one day, and of course we had to be in sequence because we had a drone videoing us, and I was like, hey man, if we're not doing this together, we're gonna look stupid. So let's just kind of left, right. But anyway, I told him, I said, Grady, I said, if I got to pick a grandson, you'd be the one I picked. You know what else I got out of it? I got another granddaughter. Where's Evie? We've had an opportunity to spend time with these kids and the family time and stuff, and we just love you. We just love you to death, man. And we wholeheartedly accept you into our family. That's just where we're at right now. If you're in this family, you're all in, that's just all. We don't have another option. Okay? That's it. That's our option. Let me find out where I'm at. I'm kind of winging it a little bit. Oh, hey, hang in there. I did pay for this now. Y'all. Yeah, give me a chance. Hey, you did eat and drink. Okay. There you go. See, you done got me nervous. But I got to tell you something. I believe this union of these two families is really a match made in heaven today. And I look forward to the blessings that everything that God has to bestow on this family in the future. So I'd like everybody, I don't have a drink. I need a drink. Well, I'd like everybody to raise a glass and a toast for me, please. There you go, baby. Would you hold that just 1 second, baby? And I'd like to toast today to the happy couple, Mr. and Mrs. Gary Collins. And I wish them every possible. I wish them all the happiness possible and a long and joyful life together. So help me join in on that. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
If we can have your undivided attention, please. Hey! If you don't have a drink, get one. Megan and I want to give a toast to Gary and Ashley. She won't go first.
Y'all ready? Well, I'm Megan, and I'm the Megan of Honor. And Ashley and I have known each other for about 20 years. And I can honestly say that I don't remember how we met at all. And that's weird because I remember things like that. But what I do remember is how we became best friends instantly. And it has been that way ever since. We have lived together. We've worked together. And while we worked together, she was my boss. Now, most people will tell you that that is a definite way to end a friendship, but not ours. We are the exception. Now, I might not remember how we met, but I remember where I was and what I was doing when she called to tell me that she was pregnant. She told me she was only going to give herself 5 minutes to be upset. That's all she got. Because this child is a blessing from the Lord, and how true that is. For the past 12 years, Ashley has been a single mom, and Ashley, to say that you are an amazing mother is an understatement. When I look at Hallie, there's no doubt about it. She's got your heart. Now, also remember where I was and what I was doing when she called to tell me about Gary. And she was ecstatic, to say the least. And even though we were just talking on the phone, I could tell she was grinning from ear to ear. And I was so excited that she was this excited. But I was still thinking, he's going to have to get the best friend stamp of approval first. And he did. I met Gary one evening downtown at an event, and by the end of the night, I knew that this was something special. And it wasn't long after that I knew he was the one for her. When I look at the two of y'all together, you're like puzzle pieces. You guys just fit perfectly together. I mean, you even fit perfectly together in your careers. I mean, he takes care of the exterior, Ashley takes care of the interior, and we all know that's true.
I'm coming for you, A-Line Craig. We're the next on the billboard.
And Ashley has always wanted someone to be a leader in her family, and not only to lead her, but to lead Hallie as well. And not only does she have that, but now that she's gaining another daughter, Evie, and a son, Grady, she's going to have somebody to be a leader for them as well. Ashley, you have been there for me every time I've needed you. You have a heart of gold, and you are so much more than just my best friend. You are my family. And Gary, now you are too. So if you will, let's raise our glass to Gary and Ashley. I love you both.
Cheers.
How you gonna follow that up?
I don't know how I'm going to follow that up. I couldn't have said any better. Gary, you're one of my best friends, and Ashley, you've become a great friend that I love dearly. Both of you more like family to me. From day one, I knew that you liked that smoking hot furniture girl from Hampton, because you would not shut the hell up about her for 2 weeks. I'll never forget mine and Ashley's first date. On a serious note, I've watched the two of you grow together through your relationship firsthand, and I can honestly say this is the happiest I've ever seen my friend. The two of you feed really well off each other in ways that can't be put into words. You both get it. You both get what matters in the end, and that's happiness. And true happiness is never found through the result of riches such as cars, homes, and money. Maybe boats, but that's a whole nother story. Gary and Ashley, you share a love that is so special. I am blessed to be a part of your lives, and I look forward to watching you grow together as a couple. Together, you're very genuine, down-to-earth people, and don't ever change that. I know neither of you will, but don't let life consume you. Have fun, do new things, and love each other like the first time forever. I wish the absolute best for the two of you and your family. I love you guys, and as Daryl Jewell would say, have a large time.